Okay, we've got a classic tune lined up for you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to break down all the Ralph Mooney parts to Lonesome, Henri, and Mean. Well, maybe I shouldn't say all of them, but a pretty substantial portion. I'm going to look at that first lick that comes in at about 9 seconds, and then we're going to look at that entire verse and chorus that comes in at about 1:59. And this is all per request by Stan C. And Stan, I'm really glad that you requested this song because this has been a treasure trove of sweet Mooney licks. Okay, let's run through this and then we're going to break it down lick by lick. And we're going to start off with the first lick at about 9 seconds. Then we'll move to that verse and chorus at 1:59. All right, let's run through it and break it down. Here we go. So what we're doing is we're starting out in a D major chord, and we're picking up into this phrase at the 5th fret. And that makes sense because 5th fret with my A and B pedal, if I grab my major grips, I've got a D major chord, right? And what we're doing is this phrase. And what I'm doing is I'm grabbing strings 8, 7, 6, 5, A and B pedal down. Right? It's kind of coming in on that upbeat. 1. Right. And then I'm going to grab strings 4 and 5 with the A pedal down. Then I'm going to take off my A pedal, grab the same 2 strings and roll it on. Then grab the same 2 strings again and roll off your A pedal. B pedal's down this whole time. And then grab strings 5 and 6, A and B pedal down. Right, so real slow. Right, that's our first lick. 1. Okay, good. Now I'm going to do this lick here. And what I'm doing is I'm starting off at the 10th fret. So now I'm in my my open position D chord, open position 10th fret. If I grab all my major grips, I get a D chord for days, right? So I'm grabbing my 10th fret, strings 3 and 4, then back to 8, then back to the 10th fret. Okay? And I'm going to have my A pedal down, and I'm going to grab strings 4 and 5. And what I'm doing is I'm putting a little chicken picking or some percussive kind of feel in there. And I pinch strings 3 and 4 at the 10th fret. And then I'm going to chicken pick this 4th string. And the way that I achieve that is I block the 4th string with my index, if you look at the right hand camera, and I pluck my thumb on that 4th string as well. Right, so I have. Right, so I'm going to pluck 10 first, chicken pick, then 8, and then grab 10th, the 10th fret again on strings 4 and 5 with the A pedal down. So real slow. Now I'm going to do this move here. And what I do is I grab string 4, then string 5 and slide it back to 8. Put in your A pedal and then grab string 4 again. Right, so I've got to slide back to that 8th fret. Right, it gets a little bluesy there. And then I finish off by grabbing this phrase. And I'm grabbing strings 4, 5, 4, 5, then letting out my A pedal. Right, so if I put that phrase together, so I have as my whole kind of open position phrase. And if I think about that theoretically, or in music theory terms, the reason why that sounds bluesy is because I'm using this note here against a D chord. And what this note is the C natural. And you can think about, okay, well, here's your C chord right here at the 8th fret. And this 4th string, of course, is the root of that chord as well as the 8th string. And this C natural against a D major chord is dominant, a dominant 7, or sometimes referred to as a flat 7. And that's going to give you a bluesier feel. Some even will call it mixolydian, right? But you don't have to worry about that if you don't want to. If I was going to take a straight major 7 approach, it wouldn't really sound, I don't know, it would sound kind of too wimpy in a way or something. I can't really explain it, but here's my major 7, right? I grab my 4th string, put left knee lever right in, and I get a C sharp, right? That's our major 7 in the D major scale. We want the flat 7. That's going to give us a much bluesier feel that's found in tons of American music, from country to blues. And I'm sure Ralph, listened to all kinds of stuff. I don't know for sure. So anyway, that's how you do your first lick, and you're always wanting to kind of play that flat 7 instead of a major 7. All right, so give that one a try. Okay, here comes the verse that comes in at 1:59, and we're going to run through all those licks. Here we go.